to the 2022 Podcast Fantasy right now.
Yeah!
Luke, welcome. First year. I think that's the only first
Let's
year.
give him a little bit of applause, fellas.
Welcome to Luke. All right, let's start it off. We'll go from last to first on our random draft order. And then once you're announced, come up, shake the hand. Yeah,
Okay.
so
Absolutely.
with the last overall pick, Jason Chaney.
I should have changed it.
Is that the one that hasn't been shuffled yet?
No, it's been shown.
That's it. This is not.
With the second last pick, the 11th overall pick, Evan Eilerman, who's not in attendance today.
He is not. Sadly, he forgot Vegas. He had monkeypox, and I'm a problem. Let's give him an applause.
Welcome back. Wait, I gotta do something cool, like for the music to turn off.
Well, I'm editing this one. What if I don't want to do that?
Oh, yeah.
That's fine. I could do it. Wait. That kind of throws off my intro, like, routine.
It'll probably be
though.
the video of me and Jason announcing the draft or something.
Yeah. We should put that in the intro.
Like
I
the
think
very,
Rex
very
took
start
a
of it.
video of it.
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah,
funny.
like the whole video.
I would agree with that. It's pretty cool.
All right.
Well, you guys probably don't know what we're talking about, but we're gonna explain that right after I nail this intro. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to this weekly installment of Speaking Sporadically, the podcast. We're here with Luke. We're here with Trey. And those two guys are also here.
We are here.
Not worth saying
Us
their
two
names.
guys.
I'm
Sir,
just here,
Dev, so I don't get fined.
OG2 and OG3's here, and OG1.
I don't know whose mic was out, but it was just out, but I plugged it back
Guest
in.
one that turned into a
Aw.
I just plugged it back in. You're welcome. I don't know whose it was.
If it was Jacobs, then
Yeah.
Follow the
If it
one
was
on the right.
Jacobs, that was funny.
Just in case it was mine, I would like to say, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen.
It was there. We're good.
that's what we do
good.
the test for. Did we not check the
We did, but
Yeah,
It-
We never listened to
we
the
do a test,
test.
but we don't
I
listen
listened.
to
I
it.
did.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I
Oh,
Did
did.
you hear me?
Yeah, I heard everyone. It must have just got plugged.
That was unplugged.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
mine.
nice.
It's good. I didn't say much.
Like I was saying, guest that turned into a host here, and second guest.
Guest. Returning guest.
Returning guest.
We're back. Episode 58. I've been here.
Probably.
Probably like 58 episodes.
Oh, okay, yeah, I don't know.
I have no clue.
So you missed 10 episodes because I think this is episode 68. Not in a
yeah,
random
I
place.
probably missed that many.
Yeah, probably. Not in a random place today. We're in a
Nope.
pretty standard place. You may have seen this
Back
before.
home.
If you haven't seen this place before, definitely go down, hit the subscribe button. If you didn't understand what we were talking about with editing, just go watch the intro of our last video if you haven't seen it.
But wait till you finish this episode.
Yeah, wait until you finish this episode because
Then
our
go
last
back.
episode will be the end card on this episode. Devin, you do those, right?
Wait, so what do you want?
Do you make the end card so that, like, at the last 10 seconds of our episode, it pops up like a next recommended video?
I don't really know how to do that, I don't think.
You don't? So after you do the description,
Oh, guys, not right
it's
now.
important. It's important. After you do the description, click
People
next.
want to know.
Yeah, this is how
Yeah.
you.
So if you
work
guys ever
YouTube.
post a YouTube video or whatnot, so make your description, then click the next button, then click add end card,
Okay.
and then just put import from previous video, then click our last video.
Oh, okay.
And it'll import the end card that I edited.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I can do that.
Pretty
That's
easy.
Well, I can make sure to try to do that, yeah.
Yeah. So we got a pretty interesting episode planned today. We had Trey, and Isaiah had 2 fantasy drafts with our group of guys, and then we had our reoccurring annual podcast fantasy chat.
Yep. What just happened just yesterday. Most of us got together. We went to Jason's house and we all drafted. And we'll go through that in a bit. Do you guys want to do your dynasty first? Hey, well, explain your guys.
Oh,
Just
we're doing
guys.
that? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this year was our first year for Dynasty. Like, what, we have 8 people in it?
Yeah, 8.
Right? So we just wanted to do Dynasty instead of a regular because none of us have done really Dynasty at all, right?
Never done one.
Nope.
Yeah, like, no one in that group has, which Dynasty is you keep all your players, you draft 1 year, and you keep everyone each year, and usually draft a rookie class. But we're doing, keep 5?
Yeah, we're doing a keeper league with
Yeah.
5 players.
Yeah, so we changed it from Dynasty to Keeper, but it's pretty much keep players. So just something different, I guess.
Yeah.
So the first draft is
Has a lot of
very,
writing
very
on it
important.
because it kind of shapes your next 5 years.
Because you're looking completely different. You're looking for younger players more than anything in the first round instead of just drafting like best overall. So it was definitely different, a lot more different research, I would say. Because everyone pulled up with a whole bunch of notes mostly.
Not Isaiah. Isaiah
What?
pulled up with a dog.
No, he didn't even bring the dog.
I forgot my notes. Yeah, it was a hectic day. I apologize. Keep continuing. Jay, why don't you go ahead?
And so, yeah. So, do you guys want to say like any of your teams or like the key players?
Yeah, just because start going through your guys' teams.
Yeah. We'll pull it up. I'll pull mine up, and then I'll start.
Start
But
trashing on each other's
Like
teams.
I said, I went. So for my prep for this one, I actually took a few notes, but to be honest, I didn't remember much of it. So
Isaiah, did you accept my trade request, bro?
yeah, I did.
Let's
I accepted the first
go.
one, not the second one. You sent me the same thing twice.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
That's all right.
Why did you
Anyways.
even let me do that?
So wait, does it show draft order at any point somewhere around here? Because that would be cool.
No, I think you can look at the draft, how it went and everything.
Yeah. Well, anyways, I guess I'll start first.
Yeah.
So I
How
had
do you do
I
that?
think I had the 6th or 7th overall pick. I picked Jamar Chase with my first pick, young player obviously, and then I picked
Good pick.
DeAndre
Mid.
Swift with my second
Whoa.
with my second round pick, another young. Because me and you were really drafting dynasty, like straight
Yeah,
dynasty
yeah.
guys. Us two, where everyone else was kind of just best
Drafting.
players available.
Yeah, the first couple of rounds kind of looked like a redraft, but like a normal fantasy league.
Yeah.
But me and Trey talked about it, and like it's more important to get players that are in good situations and have like longevity.
Yeah, which we were doing that way. Which I kind of went more of a true dynasty league, but
Yeah.
I mean this is still something different, I guess.
I did a little bit less with my first 2 picks. I didn't really draft true dynasty. I really just got the best value on the board. So I was the 8th overall pick, which in an 8-person league I had the turn. So I had back-to-back picks, and I was really happy. I came up with Cooper Kupp at 8, and then I got Travis Kelce at 9.
Yeah, because when we were talking before, you were telling me about QBs are going like first, second overall in dynasties,
Yeah.
just because you can keep them for 12, 15 years
Yeah.
mostly. Like a good QB, so like Josh Allen's going first overall, but he went like 3rd, 4th round probably.
Yeah, because I ended up getting Patrick Mahomes in the. Let me see what draft when I got him overall.
I have this if you want to look at it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I have
nice.
the whole thing for you.
So I'll find when I got Patrick Mahomes. So I ended up getting Patrick Mahomes on pick. It would be. I got him in the 30, so I got him at 36, which isn't. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the first pick of the 4th round.
Right, yeah. Basically third round. You got
Yeah.
back to back.
Yeah.
It's pretty nice.
Because I went Jamar Chase, DeAndre Swift, and Kyle Pitts, all young, and then Justin Hurt. Because all my guys are really young. Jeez,
Yeah, Kyle Pitts was a really good pick.
yeah. Because I got my
Yes.
4th pick. But anyways, you can do yours.
Yeah, I went a slightly different route.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Yes, sir. Hey, he's young, man. Amon Rahman. He's the future. I'm telling you, man. I tried to get him in the pod
You
one.
picked him in like 4th round, didn't you?
It didn't go 2 rounds.
They
Yeah,
baited
fifth round.
They baited this man so hard. No one's taking him.
Bait me. I'm not disappointed in my team whatsoever. At least I have him. So I went a little bit older. I went Christian McCaffrey, T. Higgins, Debo Samuel, Joe Burrow is my QB. He's a bit younger, but he's still like 25. He's older for his.
He's like 25 or
That's
something.
what I thought. Zeke Elliott. But then it gets younger from there. You got Amon-Ra St. Brown, Josh Jacobs, Pat Freiermuth, Kenneth Walker, Tom Brady, up and coming. Probably haven't heard of him yet. Garrett Wilson, which I really hope he does good.
Yeah.
But, I mean, yeah, from that on, Irv Smith. I know someone wanted him. Trey wanted to trade him really bad. But I couldn't let go.
So the way we also picked the draft order is really cool because we did everyone added they sent in a song for a Spotify playlist, and then we put on a speaker when everyone. Were you there? I don't think you were there.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't there for the first 3 songs, but I was
Yeah.
there for the rest.
Yeah, and then when everyone was there, besides he came a little bit later, and then you go through and like the first song that's played is the last overall pick, then the next song is the 7th pick, and
Yeah,
so on and
'cause
so
I-
forth. Yeah, you got the last.
I got the last.
But it was cool because you sit there, play through the song. If it's a bop or whatever, then scroll past. It's kind of like anticipation.
They
and
played
stuff.
mine like 4 times.
I'm gonna say,
No, we skipped yours right away. We
Yeah.
skipped yours right away. They're
Like,
like,
I don't
turn
wanna-
this song off right now.
I don't want to disrespect you, bro, but we only played it for like 4 seconds and we skipped it.
I know.
What was it?
Yeah.
Style by Taylor Swift.
Yeah, everyone was picking. What was your song?
Fellas in Paris.
What was your song? Yeah, what was your song? yeah.
Probably
Yeah,
shouldn't say it.
if that gives you any idea of the theme of songs, so I was looking at him. I'm like, I'm gonna break the glass ceiling.
I think yours was on
Style
For,
by Taylor Swift.
I think yours was on for like a solid 4 seconds. Someone's like, turn that off. Like he'd even pick a good Taylor Swift song.
All right.
Yeah, I think Evan even.
Wow.
I think Evan literally said this is one of her worst songs. He's like, this is probably her worst song in the discography.
Evan, I hope you're watching this when I tell you this. Such a bandwagoner. Only a true T Swifty fan would like any of her songs.
A Swifty? Just a Swifty?
A T Swifty,
I think they just go with Swifties.
not T Swifty.
No, T Swifty, yeah, for sure.
T Swifty. It's not a Swifty,
I think it's just Swifties.
bro. A Swifty is just like
It's T Swift.
one mumbled syllable away from being a mop. It's T Swifty.
Oh yeah. Also, Evan, if you're watching this, I hope you lose this fantasy league.
Oh, you
for skipping
dude,
the draft,
take one for
bro.
the team,
Yeah,
brother.
Yeah, really.
That was nice.
Say, but that
Evan was the only one. Well, Evan wasn't present, and then Lucas wasn't present yesterday for the draft. Lucas did it remotely. Evan
Skip.
he was there for like 3 rounds.
Yeah,
and
he was
dipped.
like in and
Evan
out.
acknowledged that there was the draft, and then he
After we called him.
and then after that it was,
So I guess we'll just move into that draft now
oh yeah,
because
Yeah.
Well,
Probably best.
there's one thing I wanted to say about what I thought was really cool about the keeper league is like if you're losing late in the season and you know you're not going to make the playoffs, you can kind of trade away like some value to get a couple
You
first overall
get
picks
fresh
next year,
picks, yeah.
and then try to like you could scrap this year in a
And
way,
rebuild.
then rebuild and try to win next year, which I think is pretty cool. But that's easier to do in Dynasty, sort of. But you could also do it this year. Then there's the same thing. You could trade away your future draft capital in order to try to win this year, go all the way in and win this year.
Which
and that's something you just don't see in redraft format.
yeah, which is
Right.
really cool. Just trading picks and be
Yeah.
able to do that year to year and kind of like
Yeah.
see the future, just win now mode all the way.
Like obviously we're not going to make too many trades, like me personally, until the season starts and I've had a week go by, of NFL games. But I'm pretty excited to start making
Yeah.
trades and seeing like what future capital I can get or what cool players I could get for giving away future capital.
Yeah, because I remember you telling me you're like, I really want a first round pick for next year, like a second one. Which, yeah, that would be very cool.
So I guess that's all I have for that Dynasty
Dynasty.
League.
Well, you got a
Or read off.
12th round or whatever,
15th.
15th round pick.
Yeah, me and Isaiah.
I traded you a 15th round pick.
Me and Isaiah traded our 15th round picks.
So he got mine and I got his.
Yeah. So if say like I win the league that year, he'll get the last overall pick, and if he like does really bad, I'll get an earlier pick, which will probably happen. So I think I got some value from that.
15th round, bro.
Yeah.
You're only
Don't.
drafting rookies.
That's where you get
Yeah.
the gems. Well, you're
That's-
not only drafting rookies. It's
With a keeper league.
It's a keeper league,
We'll
so
keep 5 so everyone
the
else will go
ones that
back in the
don't- the
pool.
ones that
like
don't
the rest of your
count.
team.
But still, in the 15th round, when you're keeping 5 players, it's going to be
Yeah,
Those
like so
absolute
it won't be
trash.
amazing players, but like say I'll look at my team for example. Say I end up keeping Mahomes, Williams, Cup, Kelsey, and like Darren Waller. So then Juju Smith-Schuster, Allen Robinson, and James Conner, they'll all go back to being draftable players. Which there's some value. Like I'm saying, like the first and second round you'll get value because you'll be able to see like if anyone dropped like a Smith-Schuster, which is a wide receiver 1 on his team, not fantasy wise, but on his team he's a
Yeah.
wide receiver 1.
So yeah, after like the 3rd, 4th round, your value is just all gone.
Like you said, a 15th round pick is going to be virtually useless. We're also confused how it works because if we have, like me and Trey talked, we have what, like 15 roster spots or something?
Yeah.
We have 15 roster spots. We're keeping 5 players, but then it's a 15 round draft.
Yeah, so do we get more
Are we-
roster spots?
Are we getting more roster spots each year? Like, are we, because we're adding 5 players to our pool. Like,
Yeah.
I'm kind of confused.
No, I guess next year we might add, but after that we just keep 5, and then the roster spot will be.
Yeah, after
the
that we
roster
don't have to
will be
add,
the same.
but this year we'll have to add.
So I guess
Yeah.
yeah, this year to next year it'll add
we'll
5.
have, we'll have 5 extra players since you keep 5, and it's still the same. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Like, and then I guess after we talk about like this ESPN one, we'd have to talk about the apps. The apps are crazy, but we'll go into talking about.
Jacob was having some troubles last night.
Technical
That was
difficulties.
bonkers, bro. That was bonkers.
That was actually worrying.
All right.
All right. So
All
we're
right.
gonna get into
Everyone-
the
Time to
podcast
insult Devin's team.
fantasy. All right, hold on.
So no matter what this man says,
me and Luke were at a scout meeting earlier, and we were both looking at each other. And Luke's like, "Okay, who do you think like drafted the worst?" I was trying to remember. I'm like, "No, it's all right, no." And then like I could tell Luke was giving me a look, and I'm like, "Sherm." And then we both looked at each other and we're like, "Yes, bro."
You think he drafted worse than a man that drafted a QB in the first round?
This again, I don't remember Evan's team.
It's
What-
not
does it matter?
good.
Neither's
I'll go through. I can go through the draft if we want. Do we just want to go through the first couple rounds or something?
Yeah.
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 Let's do it.
So first overall,
Wait,
which
how do you-
this
how
is
do you
funny
bring up
again.
that?
I got an email where it's
Oh, you got
it
an email?
literally
Yeah.
says round
I
six.
got
and
an
everything.
On the
Email.
app, I cannot
Alright,
find.
Dad.
I can't find a draft recap on the app. I can find it on the website, but I can't find it on the app.
That's
that
fine.
part doesn't have it.
But okay,
take
so
the email,
what
let's
was
chill.
funny is
Okay,
again
that
we
email.
randomized the draft order in this podcast fantasy with the same group of people.
Mm-hmm.
And last year, Wes went first.
Because he was commissioner. His
He was
first
commissioner,
year.
so he went first overall pick, and he drafted Christian McCaffrey last year. He was projected to win, and then he lost. This
Yeah.
year, Wes again got chosen to take the first overall pick, and he takes Christian McCaffrey again.
After the man destroyed his hopes and dreams.
Yeah, he was terrible for him. But he was like, there's no way that happens 2 years in a row. You got to ride it. I have faith, Devin. And I'm like,
Yeah.
And I was happy because next up, the second round pick,
Is
the
Devin.
second overall pick was me. And I drafted, obviously, Jonathan Taylor, which
Yeah.
I was pumped about. I thought he was going one.
I
Getting
guess-
him at 2 would be amazing.
I mean, that was an obvious.
Should we talk about how we got the draft order in that one too, and like what we did and all that?
I don't know what you
before?
guys
It's
did.
just
I thought you just
randomized.
Yeah, we'll also like the announcing and stuff.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was pretty
Yeah, just-
funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So pretty much we had a speaker and a microphone hooked up to the speaker, and Trey and Jason went up there and they did some
Draft style, like announcement,
announcers.
like welcome to the league.
And Wes was on aux and he played the draft tune, and he had cheering noises after every
Yeah,
time they
yeah.
announced something. So we were getting pretty fired up and hyped.
Yeah,
to the
and also they introduced all the rounds, and each person would go up and shake the hands,
Yeah,
the first
of the
overall pick, Wes, and Wes would go up there and shake both their hands, and we
Yeah.
all dressed up too.
Yeah.
We might have some pictures and videos that we'll post on the social
I had
medias.
khakis on.
Half of us wore suits, so
Yeah, we all dressed up and had a good time and whatnot.
yeah.
But yeah, that was really fun. So then, third overall was Trey, right?
Yep.
Yep.
And he took Derrick Henry,
Mm-hmm.
which not bad. I mean, he's right there. I mean,
He doesn't drink milk.
at that point, it's still a toss-up of who you want.
It's a
between
toss up. I mean,
It kinda
depends
it's
on your
not.
draft
It's not my
strategy.
pick. That's-
In the top overall, I'd rather have a running back than a wide receiver.
Yeah.
The wide receiver depth is insane.
Yeah.
Like you could take any wide receiver, but you want a top two. You want your first two picks to be
Well,
running
their
backs.
stats
That's
show-
what I did.
their
Running
stats
back hero.
showing-
The running back hero strat's not bad at all.
Yes.
Reliable.
It's
Not,
old,
not
it's
if
old
you, not
school.
if you have Cooper Cup, bro.
Well, statistically on Best Ball
We shall
Mania
see.
on Underdog, where they can pull from 100,000 teams, there's stats that show the chances of a running back being selected, which at each pick throughout the rounds, helping your team get into the playoffs. And then it has rounds 1 and 2 are all green percentiles, so it increases your odds. And then rounds 3 through 6 all negatively impact your rounds if you take a running back through there. And then it goes back 7 to 15. 7 to the end of the draft all positively increase your odds. So they call it the running back dead zone. So you kind of don't want to take running backs from
So it's,
those rounds.
first and last, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So your first rounds and your last rounds.
It's fine. I said it's just kind of a toss of who you want.
It's
And
just
if I was in that
old school.
position,
Yeah,
I
after-
was taking Cooper Cup.
Really?
I even
Yeah.
said myself, if Wes, the first overall pick, took Jonathan Taylor,
You were
me,
taking
the
Cooper
second
Kupp?
overall pick, I was taking Cup.
Really.
Yeah.
Wes's team is very injury prone. All the players he picks.
Yeah, I would
He
agree
is-
with that.
He is playing with fire. It could be good, but
So the fifth,
Wes has a glass cannon of a team.
yeah, the fifth pick was Austin
the
Eckler.
fourth pick.
Fourth pick.
Fourth, sorry,
Yeah,
that was me.
Fourth pick was Luke, and he picked
Cooper Cup.
The fifth pick was Austin Eckler, then Justin Jefferson. Now the seventh pick, this was Evan Luthen, who we've had on the podcast a few times before.
Few times.
And let's remember, back to last year, he was in the same position, mid first round, and he took Dak Prescott as his first overall pick. This year, we're all laughing Evan's not going to make the same mistake because he said he did a little research or whatever.
He knew how to work.
Yeah.
The app
Yeah.
and the website. and everything. He was
get to
helping
that
us the
later
whole
and
time.
everything.
Yeah,
But
so we're
was-
all right, he's gonna be pretty good. He's not gonna make the same mistake because we bullied him last
And
year
this
for
man
it.
is sitting back in the corner
Yeah.
on a couch.
By himself.
He's in his own world, so laser focused.
And this was a snap pick.
Oh,
2
immediately.
seconds
It was
went
really
off the
fast.
clock, boom,
Yeah,
draft.
it was
That's
really
what it
quick.
was.
So 7th overall, Evan picks Jalen Hurts, quarterback, Eagles. Now, don't get me wrong. I have high hopes for Jalen Hurts, and he
Yeah.
was kind of the quarterback I was looking for because I thought he was going to drop kind of lower.
I
and
was
I'm
looking
like,
for him
yeah,
in round 6.
I could,
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
gonna say,
same.
I could steal him, and I really like him with A.J. Brown. I think they're going to have a
Right.
good offense this year. And Jalen Hurts is just a scrambler quarterback, so it's good. But we were all stunned. We're like, Evan, just Should we reveal the punishment too, or
Yeah.
later time?
I would say just,
Let's finish the first couple rounds. We'll
Yeah,
go
and then
go
say
from
the
there.
punishment.
We'll
So
finish
we were
like-
all dogging on him.
Yeah.
Like, bro,
We're like, just
like,
get ready to do
get
the
ready.
punishment now.
did you say you
Evan.
just watched a video about how? Oh, I asked him when we were leaving. I'm like, why did you draft him? He's like, oh, I saw a couple videos saying how good he was going to be. I'm like,
He's a
yeah, he's
first
going to be good, but not first round pick.
no,
Good.
no Kizzy. I'm like, bro, did you watch a dynasty startup drafts? Because Jalen was going around like 8, 9, and those type
Not
of drafts.
8, not 8, 9.
For
He
true
was.
dynasties,
Yeah.
quarterbacks.
Dynasty.
It's
Dynasty.
true dynasty
Sorry,
startups.
sorry,
I'm saying
sorry.
like pick 8 or 9. So I'm like, bruh, is like that what you watch? Are you confused? But no, that's what he got.
Yeah. Then after that, went Jamar Chase, and then it was Zur, and he took Dalvin Cookie, which I'm not too high on. But then again, at
Yeah.
that point,
I was happy because if Isaiah
It's kind
took
of a
the,
value.
if Isaiah took the player I drafted, I was probably gonna
I
get
was gonna
Dalvin
say,
Cook. but
I
I
would've-
was so high on him.
I would have flopped you too, like because the next pick was Jacob, and he took Najee. I would have took Najee before Dalvin, in my opinion. But so
Dalvin's just got a solid. I don't know.
Their
He's got a
offense is-
solid. Yeah.
The Vikings'
He's got a better
offense is going to be very,
Yeah.
very good.
It's gonna be
but
good,
I
yeah.
also don't. I'm not.
But
very
he's
high
still
on
gonna be a
Dalvin.
target too. Like he's.
Yeah.
I don't know. Oh, we'll just have to see. But I agree.
We'll see what happens.
Try to predict anything.
So then Sherm took Najee, like we said. And then Evan E., who's also been on the podcast, he took Devontae Adams. Well, this was an auto pick,
This was
wasn't
an
it?
auto
That was
He
an
didn't,
auto
he didn't get
pick.
it in time.
So he picked just the next high, the
Top
next best
overall
player.
player.
Top
ADP.
overall pick.
Which was
Which
his.
if you go on ESPN, bro, it's whack sometimes.
So bad.
It is bad.
top overall pick is not.
Not a good pick.
Devontae Adams was his first overall pick last year as well, because he picked receivers hard. He had Devontae Adams
And
and
Stephon Diggs back
and
to
Steph
back.
Yeah,
Diggs,
he
yes.
Which I mean,
It
he
worked
had the
out.
potential to do that again this
And
year.
then
Good.
immediately after Devontae Adams was picked was
Jason.
that Jason? It
Yeah,
was
Jason
Jason,
went
and
last.
Jason picked Stephon Diggs.
Mm-hmm.
So then Jason went again, because obviously it's a snake draft, so you go backwards, and he got DeAndre Swift.
I was-
Should.
Sherm got.
I was hoping DeAndre Swift fell to me so hard. I was probably that was probably the most mad I've ever got from a player getting like taken before me. Probably I've ever drafted. Like I wasn't genuinely mad. Most like, dang it, like that's the player I wanted.
I got genuinely mad for a few seconds. Then I got it down.
but I wasn't mad with my pick either. So
so. Who's,
Travis, I got Travis.
oh,
after
so
that,
you
right?
were second last.
No, Evan was
Evan
second.
was
Evan
second last.
Oh, that's right.
That
That's
next
the other
player
thing
is
you did.
Evan's.
Evan
Yeah.
picked Debo. So again, he doubled up on receivers. He's Devontae Adams and Debo Samuel.
Yeah.
Or kinda.
Yeah, Debo's
He
high
auto-
I think
for
that's the
receivers.
one. No,
receivers.
Debo was the one that he picked, wasn't it?
He
we
picked.
called
He
him after
picked.
that.
Yeah, he picked the next 3, I think.
Yeah,
then he was
okay,
done.
okay.
And then he hopped back in the pool.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
Michael Thomas was his last pick, and whatever round that was.
So then you went to Sherm, and he picked Travis Kelce. Pretty
I-
good pick.
Wanted Travis Kelce.
And then Isaiah got Joe Mixon. So Isaiah, you have Joe Mixon and Dalvin Cook.
I tell you the
That's a pretty good.
the
running
hero
back duo.
running
Pretty
back,
solid.
the hero running backs, and
Yeah.
then you just
Double hero RB.
the double hero, whatever.
I
it
went
is.
for the single hero RB. I went for the true hero strategy.
I went, for,
Yeah.
I went for a double. I didn't even mean to. But
Jacob went for the superhero. I went for the
Ended up with the worst team.
the double hero, and I'm going for sidekick WRs.
Technically, ESPN did rate my draft as the last, like, the 12th projected team, so. But
I would project that too. I don't know, Evan. It might be 11th. It's either 11th.
Both
or 12th,
Evans' teams
probably.
aren't very good because the
Sure.
auto
Your
draft
bottom
team was
three.
I don't
kind
know.
of.
I don't
We'll
know.
see.
They have some of the players that I think could, like, have a high ceiling projected, like, just really low. Like,
Yeah, I mean, anything. can happen.
I noticed. Well, I don't know which other one's right. I'm inclined to agree with the sleeper app, which is the one we use for dynasties. Projections more, but
Yeah.
they're almost all higher by like 2 or 3 points for every player.
yeah.
So
Yeah, anyways,
I
keep
feel like
going.
ESPN always low ball. I think that's across everything.
Yeah.
They low ball.
They really do.
points. So
at least you don't get disappointed as much. But
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Then 17th overall was Leonard Fournette. And then 18th overall was CD Lamb.
That's a
Then
good pick.
19th was Nick Chubb. Then Alvin Kamara. And then Luke took Javonte Williams as his first running back, which, in my opinion, isn't that great. But then again, that is the
I mean,
21st
he's holding
overall
like a
pick.
40% share in Denver, 40% snap share.
No, he has everything now, bro.
Melvin's still there.
Melvin Gordon's still there.
But Melvin
Oh, they did
Gordon's not
re-sign
nearly
Melvin.
as good of a
He's
running
still-
back as Javante is.
Yeah.
But it's literally there's 3 of them, Javonte holds the majority over there.
I have high hopes
I
for
have high
Javonte.
hopes Javonte.
I think he's going to become a workhorse.
He's going to be a
Yeah, that's the best.
1 yard in down.
I mean,
The
I
only
don't
bad
know.
thing is
He's
Melvin
gonna be
Gordon
there.
gets all the receptions.
Yeah, that's true.
But if I put up a lot of touchdown points with Javonte, because Javonte's huge.
It's hard to tell with a running back because he could get the 60-yard run, get down to the 1, then they change him out. That's what they do with the
It
Browns.
could happen. He could also
Yeah.
get thrown in at the 1 after a big run by Melvin. So
Yeah.
it's all
just-
up in the air. You
yeah,
can't
give him a
predict. You
chance.
can't.
Speaking of, I missed my favorite player for that. My favorite player for the red zone. I missed him. James Conner. I'm a Cardinal.
Yeah,
He was a
Cardinals.
touchdown.
He was.
I-
I mean, he only got like
is.
5, but when they put him on in the red zone, he got it like almost every time.
Yeah.
He was so nice.
That's why I was shocked Eckler went so high because he had 20 touchdowns last year.
Yeah,
Rushing touchdowns made. I don't know if that includes
can't remember.
receiving
I think it's
touchdowns.
both.
I think it's
but
both.
so 20. That's a lot.
Yeah.
You know,
But,
so that really
That's odd,
curves.
that's why I didn't
yeah.
pick
That really
him.
curves your points.
But no, I had the duo running back last year with Nick Chubb. I didn't have Kareem Hunt, but like the duo, like they both split carries, and it was so annoying watching games. He'd bring it down to like the 2-yard line. They'd throw in Kareem Hunt last second. I'm like, just give me my fantasy
I was kind of on the
points.
other
See,
side of that
I had
ball.
all the players that they threw in last second. It was amazing.
I
It helped me
I
after,
was the same
after,
way, 'cause
after
I-
game 9. I was sitting pretty, or week
I
9.
had Zeke, and they ran Tony Pollard like down the field and to pass and everything. But as soon as they got in the 2-yard line, they want the big boy,
I
the
know.
big, powerful
Yeah.
Zeke ball.
Guess who I picked?
And he would pound in.
Well, for the
Dynasty.
dynasty,
Yeah.
I love red zone players. That's what I tried to do in the podcast one, but I couldn't get my favorite one.
Yeah, it's unpredictable.
It is.
I'm gonna get him, one way or another.
Who
Then
you going for?
22nd.
St. Brown, God, he's so good.
They're so set on him, bro.
He's what?
Yeah,
You're so set on him.
I'll trade you James Conner. If you want him?
No Kizzy?
Yeah, no Kizzy.
We'll talk about that.
All right.
It's just hard to.
Dude, these red zone players are good.
Yeah, but
They
it's
win you
totally.
games.
It's
What was
only
our 22nd overall pick over there?
22nd
Yeah.
was Aaron Jones, and then 23rd,
pick.
which was me, was Keenan Allen. And yeah, by the
Good
way,
pick.
the
I like
Aaron
Keenan.
Jones was
Yeah.
Trey's, and then I took Keenan Allen, and then Wes, who was the final draft of the second, took Saquon Barkley, which
Another
is pretty
injury
good
prone.
also. I mean, he has CMC and Saquon, which again, like I
If
said
they're
earlier,
healthy, I mean, that's a solid pair.
he's
But
so injury prone team. But if they stay
Yeah.
healthy, that's a
Dangerous,
dynamic duo.
yeah.
So, what do you guys want to do?
do one more round.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We'll do one more.
I think I remember who I got.
So Wes takes at the 25th, first to the third. He took Tyreek Hill, which
I don't know how much work he's going to get
that's what I'm
in
saying.
Florida. I don't know.
I really liked him, but I also really like Jalen Waddle. And then I
really
realized,
like Jalen Waddle.
and then I realized they're both on the same team, and I'm like,
Yeah.
both their values just kind of dropped.
I'm just going to say, I think Jalen Waddle's going to get more work
Oh,
I
yeah.
agree.
because he's
Yeah.
been there
I think so.
for a year, 2 years now, however long he's been. He's got a connection.
Dude's got
he's going to get the
swagger out
work.
there.
Waddle's going to get the work.
Well, two also.
I had Waddle last year.
Yeah.
I got him on waivers, and he
Yeah.
was got it.
He's
He
got-
was goated.
Waddle's gonna get all the receptions.
Yeah.
I mean,
They have a.
I think he's going to get more than Tyreek, but I don't think he's going to get them all.
yeah,
You
he'll
can't-
get more receptions. I think at the end of the year by 15%.
I think he's going to get less than he had last year, though. I don't think he's
Yeah.
going to
Well,
get
yeah,
yeah, obviously.
that's a
Yeah,
good-
Oh,
he
yeah.
set the
Yeah,
reception
no.
record as a rookie last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he will. Well, Tua can't throw the ball. As far as like Patrick Mahomes, were all of Tyreek's
Yeah.
big
Yeah.
plays and
We're
points.
we're long.
50-yard bombs.
Mid-range.
So I'm not that high on Tyreek either.
I just
Fantasy.
don't like them being split.
Yeah, that's also fair.
Then next up was me, second and third, and I took Zeke. Which, what are you laughing at, bro?
Who laughed? Trey.
Explain.
No,
give me
I'm
your
joking.
laugh.
No, I'm joking.
'Cause
I
last
have
year-
Zeke. I have Zeke in the dynasty.
I was gonna say, last year I took Zeke, my first overall pick, and he was my RB1.
Is that
this
your
year,
third running back?
What?
Is that your third running back?
Second.
second.
I
Who did
took
you
Ke-
take?
He took
You
Keenan Allen
Allen.
round two.
So I had Zeke last year, drafted my RB1, and he was a pretty solid RB1 for me. Like I got second last year. I went to the final championship playoffs, and he was my RB1, my first overall pick. This year I have him at 2, and my RB1 is Jonathan Taylor. So I have Jonathan Taylor and Zeke, which is a pretty good running back duo in my opinion.
I think the Zeke slide was kind of bonkers because
Yeah.
he still finished within the top 15 of RBs last year,
Yeah.
like total points for fantasy.
yeah, he was pretty good. And
So.
considering he's my 2, I'm like, I will take
Kind of
that.
a value down there, but
Yeah. Like
And
if
then-
he was there if he was there on my pick, I would have snap
Oh,
clipped
yeah.
Zeke. Yeah,
I mean, I already have my first running back and first receiver. I'm like, I'm getting my second running
Yeah,
back.
I'm in the same position as you are last year. I got just CMC and Elliott
Yeah, like that's a
as
pretty
my
good duo.
1-2. Like I'm confident in my running backs.
Yeah, that's two RB1s right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
I picked right after you, and if you didn't pick Zeke, that
Yep.
was who I was looking for. I had him, and then the guy I picked after.
And then
us.
Trey was next, and he picked Mark Andrews, which is a very good one. After last year's show, Mark Andrews is up there for the best tight end in fantasy. After that was Luke, and he took Breece Hall, which is
I like Breece Hall.
debatable. Breece
I like
Hall,
him. I like him.
He's young. He's got talent.
And he's on a.
He will get touches.
Yes.
The problem is he plays for the Jets.
That's the only issue.
It's true.
Everything else is good.
It's true. But he's
Zach
just- he's on a
Wilson is
terrible
not,
offense.
questionable QB.
No, he tore his ACL.
Yeah, he's out.
Oh,
He's
is
out
he
for the
out?
season.
Oh.
They're on their second. But then again, their third string go ham
what did
against
you
the
just say?
Bengals.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Wilson
did.
tore his
They
ACL.
beat us.
Yeah, they
You
did.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
They said they were going to evaluate
Something
him,
like that.
but
It was real bad.
See, they
I don't think
definitely
it's-
was like
I don't think it's
He
season
had
now.
surgery for it.
today.
He had surgery
They
for
said 4 to
something.
6 weeks
Yeah.
last I
Oh,
checked.
really?
too.
Okay,
It was
so-
not like an ACL.
It
It was
was an
just
ACL.
something in the knee, but it's not like an ACL.
Okay, never
It's
mind.
soft tissue, but it's nothing like super
Dude,
serious.
how much NFL I keep up with? I don't know how I didn't see that.
Yeah, I know. I was crazy. But
But I like Breece Hall.
Sure. Okay, whatever.
We back.
I mean, I'll check it obviously. But
Yeah. Yeah, so say it with me. Camera difficulties. Or
we
going
should come up
battery
with
this
something
thing?
to say, or like every time it happens, like
Glitch.
something to say, something we all do.
We had to
Or we just
evacuate
plug
the
the- or we
building.
just
It
plug
caught
it
on
in.
fire.
Or we just charge the battery,
No,
which I know we
no.
couldn't do because I left the charger.
Yeah. So, yeah. Let's
But
just
if we
say,
would have charged it before that, wouldn't
say
be
we
in
had to
this position.
evacuate the premises.
There was a school shooter on the property.
Whoa. Might have to bleep
He wasn't
that.
shooting. He wasn't shooting or anything. The police were just escorting him to prison.
Terminator came in.
Well, this
Or her. Statistically unlikely.
or
but
they.
Whoa!
Statistically
really
unlikely.
correct. All right. We're gonna hop right back into it. So before we ended, we were talking about Breece Hall, and we just ended how Zach Wilson got to his
For
knee.
something with his knee.
And Luke was talking about how he liked his Breece Hall pick.
I still like Breece Hall.
Yeah, but pretty much what I was going to say is like how I feel like rookie running backs, they have one bad game or they get in a situation, maybe they fumble early on and whatnot. I mean, they can get yoinked and someone else can be put in. Because the Jets have a respectable RB2, don't they?
I don't know off the top of my head.
Nah, I mean,
Garrett?
they're all just
Another rookie.
They're all
receiver.
mid.
That's a receiver. Breece Hall's a running back. I don't know.
Breece Hall is.
No, yeah, Garrett's a running.
I got
or a
faith.
receiver.
I'll look into
I got
it.
faith.
Anyway,
I do
we'll
not
keep
know off
moving
the top
on.
of my
but
head. Move on with
back
that.
to Luke. I would have took the person drafted right after Luke, J.K. Dobbins.
I would have too.
I would have
I was
picked
looking at
J.K.
Dobbins.
over Breece Hall. I was looking at
First
Dobbins too
offense.
if I could.
Dobbins screwed me over last year, too, so
I mean,
It's just injuries,
that's a
though.
fluke.
Yeah, that's
still absolutely ruined my entire season.
Run first offense, and J.K. Dobbins is a dog.
he is.
He's a dog.
And this is overall good offense. Like they're gonna be able to get down the field and get in the red zone, which is great because they'll hand it off and he'll get in the end zone.
Maybe. They have 0 receivers besides Mark Andrews.
Yeah, still.
Yeah.
They'll run it, and if they got Lamar to scramble, if they can get down there in the red zone,
Yeah,
then
that's very
that'd
fair.
be great. After that was Josh Jacobs, who I had him last year, didn't do very good. He was
It's going to be even worse this
pretty
year.
let down. Yeah, I mean,
They
he's
just drafted a guy the second round, I think, and they do not like Josh Jacobs for whatever reason.
yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
Josh Jacobs was such a weird player for me. I had him, I think I may have had him 3 years ago in my family fantasy, or maybe last year in my family fantasy. Like, he's just set up that he should be getting the volume and he should get the touches and
But
everything.
he doesn't.
But he doesn't. Like, I had him before they had Kenny and Drake on the team,
Mm-hmm.
and he still just didn't do very good.
Yeah, I don't know.
crazy.
They just use him very weirdly, so it's really hard
Yeah.
to predict. So
I mean, you look at him, and it looks like he has a lot of skill. He looks very talented,
Yeah.
but I don't know. After that was James Conner, and then you had the first quarterback off. No, sorry,
second.
second quarterback.
Oh.
With at 32nd overall, which is actually lower than I thought. Josh Allen was taken, which obviously Josh Allen's going to go ham this year.
I thought he was going to last 2 or 3 picks, not rounds, but picks.
Really,
Past that,
I thought like when I saw it on the board, I thought this was like mid 20s still, mid to late 20s. I didn't know this was already 32nd. I would say that's not too crazy actually now.
That's pretty close to his ADP.
Yeah. That's a guaranteed top 3
Yeah,
QB right
it
there.
was.
He's a mid to late third round pick.
Yeah.
I mean, he still could have waited because he was
Let's be real though. If he would have sat any
fifth,
later,
so he would have had to
I knew I
wait
was gonna
9
take
more
Some-
picks.
yeah.
I wasn't coming back
The guy who
around to
picked him, if he would have waited, he wouldn't have
Yeah.
gotten him.
Yeah.
I
It
had 2
wasn't
picks
coming
on the
back.
turn. I knew I was going to get him with my first one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
All right. And then after this was Zer. He took T. Higgins. Just like last year, he's getting the Bengals squad together.
good pick this.
redrafted.
I think like positionally that's a good pick though.
Avengers assemble.
What is
Can I have
this?
one hometown player there?
That's the
I'll
late,
make a
That's a
trade.
late third round.
I just
pick.
want.
Yeah.
Or late
Yeah, you
fourth.
can have
That's late-
Chase.
See that?
Okay.
That's
You're gonna have to
that's
trade
a
someone
bad
else
pick.
though.
That's late 3.
Chase was taking like 6 or something.
T.
Brees
Higgins
Hall.
was a bad pick in my opinion because looking at the people drafted after him,
Who was
DJ
there?
Moore, Deontay Johnson,
yeah.
Jalen Waddle, AJ Brown, Terry McLaurin,
Brandon Cooks.
Brandon Cooks. If you like him,
I guess like most drafts I've watched, those guys are kind of gone by the 30.
Yeah, I was gonna
I,
say like I'm taking most of those guys before T. Higgins.
I'm definitely
probably all those
taking-
I listed.
I'm definitely taking all of them except probably AJ Brown.
Nah, I like AJ Brown with Hurts.
Well, you have to. I have Waddle because I had it's a snake, right? So I figured I take the one I want out of the lot, my favorite, and then I get one that's whichever one's left.
But you still had 6 picks in between.
Yeah.
Like after you picked T. Higgins,
I mean,
you had
like,
6
I
picks
would
for
rather
guys
have-
to go
It was
with.
just,
He
I would rather have
definitely
DJ
fell.
Moore and Waddle than Higgins and Waddle.
Yeah.
And you were in a position to do that.
You probably
Yeah.
could have got like
It was
Deontay Johnson or DJ
But
Moore
maybe,
and T. Higgins.
maybe if he doesn't
Yeah.
take the worst wide receiver out of the batch, he doesn't get Waddle on the turn.
well, or I
True.
should have just picked.
but then he got
That's
a
true.
better receiver than Waddle and T. Higgins.
And then he would have got T. Higgins left
Yeah, I
over.
would have got
too.
T. Higgins.
Yeah.
I just didn't. Yeah, I don't know. T.
I mean,
Higgins
it's fine.
because he had 6. That's mixing 6 touchdowns last year.
He was a
He had
player.
8. He had 8 touchdowns last year. I don't know. Watching those games last year, I always thought because I had him, but I didn't play him as much till the very end, and I always wished I'd play him.
Well, he had like a
'Cause
game during the playoffs.
Well, during that, yeah. Well, that's when
They all went crazy.
him, Burrow, and Chase all had like 40-point games.
Yeah.
Burrow had like 30 something, I think.
That was nutty.
Oh, believe me, I know.
Guess who
It was-
played him that week?
You did.
I did, and he had the whole
was a
Bengals
bust.
squad in.
That was a bust.
He had
But
120
then you also
points and
played
3
him when they
players.
literally
Benched every
Benched
player.
all the
So
players.
you got your come up, and that was a chip too. Well, the semifinals going in. I played you, and all the
Actually,
Bengals
that can't
starters
be
got
right, though.
benched, so I tanked.
because that would have been the very last week.
No, he played
Wow.
me when he did that.
Oh, that was you, my
Yeah, he
bad.
played me.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't remember that.
Yeah, they didn't bench him. The team just didn't do good.
He played me when they popped off. Then
No.
they benched.
When
played
I
me both
played
weeks.
Jake, or when I played Trey,
Yeah,
Well, they benched in week
17.
17.
the final game,
Oh, that's the final week.
I was
Yeah,
gonna say
it was
yeah.
week 17
because they was a guaranteed
Oh, yeah.
playoff
playoff
appearance.
so they benched everybody.
Because the week before they went off against the Chiefs,
So
I'm
I-
pretty sure.
Yeah, but
And it was-
Yeah.
it was too
wouldn't
late
the
to-
last week of the NFL season be the championship week though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still beat Isaiah, even though his 3 players got him like 120.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No,
I'm saying they
Isaiah
dudded.
played me when that happened. He played
No, he played me when they popped off.
because they popped off week 16.
Maybe
against the
they might have
Chiefs.
popped off 2 times in
I
a
think
row.
we can check this. Oh, they did.
No,
They
you won't be able to look
you
back,
two
will you?
definitely didn't play in the semis.
League history.
We played in the losers of the
Yeah.
playoffs.
Yeah.
Me and
Yeah,
I,
we played the
me
last 2
and
weeks.
Zer played in the
That's
semis,
what I'm trying to
and that's
wrap
when
my
they
head around.
popped off. And then you went to the final 2 games or whatever.
Yeah.
Then that's when they
Yeah,
benched him because they clinched. So I guess
Well, I
again
still
he might have
think-
went
I
both.
think when they played, I think in the 2 weeks that Isaiah played you, Devin,
the second week
they
he played
popped
me,
off,
and the first of
and then they
Trey's.
also
Yeah, I got
Kinda.
third. I got third.
yeah.
Can you look back at games?
I'm
at all?
trying. I don't.
Yeah, I think you can actually.
Anyway, we'll finish the 3rd round. After that was Mike Evans, and then you picked Cam Akers, right? Or,
No, I had Mike
you picked
Evans.
Mike Evans. That's right.
I think that's good value. That was what, the 34th?
I'm not that high on him, to be honest. I don't like Mike Evans that good. Not in the PPR. It's just we'll see. And then Cam Akers, and then Michael Pittman. So
I don't know how to
That was
view
the
it,
third round.
unfortunately.
I don't think you can look at it.
then the rest
But
played out.
I could
Anyway,
I just saw all the first through third all had 9 dubs and 5 losses. So I'll say my strategy with the the hometown squad isn't bad.
It works sometimes.
I just
They
like
all
the
go
I
off.
just like the
You just-
combo, man. I'm sorry, I just like the combo. If I get Burrow, I want one of his receivers.
Yeah, that's
And
why
Mixon was just a good running back for the position I was in the draft.
I like stacking players.
So,
like on
may-
our dynasty league, I have Mahomes, Kelsey, and Smith-Schuster. So if the Chiefs pop off, dude, like I feel like
Yeah.
I just win that week.
So yeah, maybe. Well, the chance like last year, like a few of my losses were the fact that the Bengals just flopped the game, or Burrow like was taken out for preventative stuff. But I'd still take T Higgins before any of these other guys as well. What's up?
But I remember
Oh,
I remember
never mind.
how it went too.
Oh, did you get?
Because it was the 2 weeks. So the first week we played, which would have been week
Oh, it was a
fif-
2 weeks.
14, 15, 16.
It's been 14,
14, the Bengals did absolute dog, or at least the point wise,
Yeah,
they
yeah,
did not
that's
do
what I
very
was
good at
trying
all.
to say.
So like after that week, I had a 40-point lead on Isaiah, and I'm like, oh, I got this easy in the bag, and my team did fine. But then he had 3 players, and they each got like 45 points or 40 points or whatever, and like he brought it to a really close at the end. I'm like, this is so stupid, it should not be this close, but it ended. It was. I still beat him. Then I went on to play the final, but that's how it was. They went ham, but he was already in a deficit, which is why.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't
That
think you
checks
can
out.
look.
So, do you guys want to let's talk about
Go through
Let's talk about
teams.
our teams,
Teams,
and like
our teams.
banter, because like
We got to. We have a few.
I
minutes to
need
banter
Sherm's
here.
defense is why his team is.
I
Not
guess
that
we can go.
bad.
Who do you think is the best team here, and who do you think is the worst team here?
For sure.
Like, let's go be completely honest.
this.
And how about you can't pick yourself for the best team?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Completely honest. Let's. If you need to, you.
How
can
about
look
we
at
go
the
through all
teams.
the teams, run them down.
Yeah.
You give your little pitch on why your team's good, and then we pick like at the end.
Who's your fun? Oh, okay.
Like,
Oh, yeah, a
let's put
little-
award limit on
A
this.
little fun note on my team, I guess I have to say, is I got a running back in the first round, and then I didn't get another running back until the 10th round.
So let's start with your team.
He played so weird.
Also, this is the thing I have to say to ESPN, bro. All right, so I'm going into what, the 4th or 5th round or something,
Oh yeah.
and my draft board just like is gone. Like my top rated players are gone. It literally says I
The
think
top player was who?
I don't even
It
remember.
was a 332nd
It was
pick.
Odell.
Yeah, it was
It was
Odell
a
Beckham, Jr.
Jr.
Was my top rated player. The next was Rob Gronkowski, and Mike. I think that man's retired. It was like 1,500. I had no idea what was going on. And Evan L, out of all people, he comes over and he's like, "Oh, you got to click this, change these 4 settings." I'm like, how did this happen?
After he drafted
Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts. After he did this.
He's like, "You got to change this, and then this, and it'll fix it." And then he restored it. I'm like, "Thank God," because I was freaking out. Because like, obviously, it makes sense. You use ADP a lot. Like they're recommended, so you
Yeah.
you know you're not drafting someone horrible. I'm like, there's no way I'm just going to be able to like search up players and become a god for the rest of this.
Yeah, I
Because
wouldn't,
I'm done
be
for.
able to search by name. I would suck.
And then he helped him. We're like, Evan, what are you doing? Stop. Just let him go. Let him draft Rob.
Well, later that night he learned his lesson because he went over to your computer with his techie know-how and he tried to drop Devin's players.
Yeah. That would be hilarious.
All right, Jacob. So who's your pick for the best team?
Oh, well, I guess I got to look at all.
We have to do a rundown.
We're gonna do a
first.
rundown on
Just so
everyone.
everyone
okay.
can get their mind.
Get a
through
visual.
who their team is. I'll go
We'll
first. If
probably
you guys want me
forget.
to, because I have my team up.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
So I'll just run down the
Also have your
list.
team up, Devin.
I'll run down the list and I'll explain why mine's the best.
Okay.
So I start off with Lamar Jackson, Jonathan Taylor, Ezekiel Elliott, Keenan Allen, Marquise Brown, Dawson Knox, and then my flex right now is between Alan Lazard, Damian Harris, and Darnell Mooney. Right now I have Darnell Mooney, because and then 49ers defense, and then Daniel Carlson. All right, so first Lamar Jackson, obviously an absolute beast quarterback, god fantasy.
Moving on.
Just up there.
Just go moving on.
Jonathan Taylor.
Moving on.
Moving on. Ezekiel Elliott, an RB1 for me last year. He did great. Still finished, even though he got hurt for quite a few weeks, as my second running back. Keenan Allen and Marquise Brown.
I like Keenan Allen.
Marquise Brown's still a very great PPR. He's small, he's fast, he'll get open, he makes catches. Again, he's on the Cardinals. I don't know if that hurts or helps. My opinion, I don't know. Well, we'll see.
Well, Marquise Brown, he's
It's-
going to be like the type of guy that try to rip the top off of the
No.
defense.
That's
Yeah.
that's Christian Kirk. Christian
No.
Kirk's the deep ball. Marquise Brown will be in the
Yeah,
slot.
Christian Kirk's not on the Arizona Cardinals anymore.
Oh, that's right.
That's why he was
they have?
terrible last year because they tried to play Christian Kirk in the slot and he's not built for that.
No, it was the opposite. Christian Kirk was in the deep ball,
Oh,
and
yeah,
then
right.
Rondell Moore, and
the slot.
you also had D-Hop.
Yeah. So
Was
now
also
D-Hop's
the deeps.
pretty much D-Hops is going to be your true X.
D-Hop is on the Cardinals. Oh, wait, never mind. He's
Yeah, yeah,
suspended.
yeah.
He's suspended.
I'm talking about the Cardinals.
Okay.
So D-Hop's going to be your true X. Then you have Marquise Brown to rip the top off, and Moore plays your slot.
Anyway, with
Anyways.
D-Hop suspended, Marquise Brown's the number one. Because behind him, Rondell Moore, he was a rookie last year. He was okay. He showed some big plays. Anyway, Dawson Knox, Buffalo's tight end. Like anybody on the Buffalo's offense is going to
Receiving
be okay.
Buffalo.
It can't.
Good.
They can't be bad.
Yeah.
Darnell Mooney again. I don't know. That's one of my questions. My flex. I don't know. He could be good. A lot of people are high on him. 49ers defense, I think, has one of the best defenses in the game. Probably the best linebacker. One of the best linebackers in football.
Defensive
True
spots don't really
linebackers.
matter.
I mean, it does help. It's true. It doesn't
Yeah.
help very much. They probably have one of the best edge rushers in Nick Bosa. He's going to get sacks. That's points. And then Daniel Carlson, Las Vegas is kicker. They have a pretty good offense. I think he can score support.
He's
Let's get down
also
the field.
cracked.
Yeah, he's
really
also
good.
very good. He has a very good make percentage. I think he's like third in the league or something like that. Like, very good. So, I think that's why my team's one of the best.
Okay, Trey. So my QB is Trey Lance. I got Derrick Henry, Aaron Jones, Brandon Cooks, Juju Smith-Schuster, Mark Andrews, David Montgomery, Cleveland's defense, and Harrison Butker as my kicker. Trey Lance picked him up, I think, 7th round, really late pick. And I just, dual threat QB, I think he will be Jalen Hurts from last year. Just top 5 fantasy QB as a rookie. Or not, I guess not rookie, but first year
Rookie
playing.
year,
Basically,
Yeah.
rookie, yeah.
And Derrick Henry, absolute tons of volume. I think with all the receivers gone, run first offense, he'll be amazing. Then Aaron Jones, I think will also be very good with also everyone is gone. He's going to get a lot of the receiving work out of the backfield too. Then Brandon Cooks, who I think I
He's one of
picked
those
him up.
guys.
Yeah.
I don't know. You'd
I don't know.
have to
Personally, I'm
see.
really low on
Really?
Brandon Cooks.
Yeah. I'm
He's
not very
had,
high on him either.
I think 6 of his 8 seasons, he had over 1,000 receiving yards. So he is like
He's
consistently
legit.
underrated good. And he's the number 1 target there too. And I got Juju Smith-Schuster, who I think will be very good in
I
Kansas
have
City.
heard a lot. Like I've seen quite a bit on my Instagram about like training camp updates, and I've heard Juju has separated himself from all the other receivers.
He is the wide receiver 1
I
with
wanna-
Patrick Mahomes throwing him the ball.
I want to
So
get
I think
Smith-Schuster from you so bad.
Yeah,
no,
Because I got him
I'm
in my
curious.
dynasty. And I'm so
curious.
high on
Yeah.
him.
I'm a Steelers fan. He played for the Steelers.
And I have
so I'm curious.
Mark Andrews, who's tight end,
Yep.
arguably 2 in football. So yeah, and then David Montgomery in my flex, who
I don't believe in starting running backs in the flex.
well
That's just
I
because
can
you
trade
put
him out.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire in there last
Yeah, I
year.
know. And he
Flopped.
You
destroyed
kept
me, bro.
you cocked off so much about him, like bro. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, like
well, I just have him there. That's kind
At
of
the
like
flex.
like he was supposed to be good.
I know he was good. Last year was his second season, right?
Yeah.
His
I
rookie
mean, his
season.
rookie
he was good.
season, he was drafted in the first round,
Yeah, he's pretty good.
and then he just went down. And then he went down. Like he was drafted in the 8th round this year. It's terrible.
Then Brown's defense, I just picked him up one of the last picks, and Harrison Butker is a kicker on a high-powered offense. And the thing is, my bench, I have DeAndre Hopkins suspended and Julio Jones, who's coming back from injury. Just guys that could, if they reach back to the elite level, they could be really good. But like, I just got them last 2 rounds, so it's not really worth anything.
Hopefully, Rashard Penny doesn't play.
I hope he does. He was like a top 5 or 8 back in the last 6 weeks of the
The
season.
future's there in Seattle.
Yeah, Rashard Penny could be very good.
I hope so. I'd like to see Seattle do good.
Anyways,
They're
I'd like to see
they're-
Kenneth
they're
Walker do
interesting
good.
team.
I have him in both my leagues, I think. No, I don't have him in Dynasty.
All right. So my mic's on. Just had to check. So I got Joe Burrow. I got Dalvin Cook, running back 1. Joe Mixon, running back 2. I got T. Higgins and Jalen Waddle. Then I got Zach Ertz, Michael Williams as my flex. Washington defense, and then I got Tyler Bass. Joe Burrow, they said he's been working on his scrambles in the offseason, and I hope that's true.
I hope that's false.
I hope that's
get that
true.
man killed.
I hope it's true. If he can
He's probably
scramble,
just as safe scrambling as sitting in the pocket.
And getting
They got to revamp
as
the
long as he
line,
doesn't
though.
crumble on the ground.
As
Their
long
line
as it
should be
slides,
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, if he slide, well, he got better this past season at
Yeah,
sliding.
yeah.
As long as he doesn't just fold into a ball as soon as the O line fails, which hopefully they won't this year, but
They shouldn't this year, man.
they really
Not
shouldn't. Like if they've been really hammering down, and when the Bengals so far, in the past 14 months, when they say they're working on something, they work on it.
Oh yeah.
So
Dude, being a Bengals fan has been so awesome.
it's been
the past 3 years,
amazing.
just because of their free agency work
I
they've
know.
done.
Yep, they had very, very good
I love
pickups.
Zach.
It's awesome to watch.
Zach is amazing. Go ahead.
Fantasy. Move on.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. I don't want to. Tell him, Luke. I'm just like, let's keep this moving along because I know where this goes.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah. So, I think Joe Burrow is a really not just a safe, but a really prospective pick. Then you got Cook. That was just my first pick. That was pretty obvious for me because I wanted to go the hero running backs. And then I got Mixon after that. We talked about that. I like the home team kind of deal I got going on. But Mixon was also just a good running back for me at that time. And then T. Higgins, we already talked about that. I just couldn't pass him up because him and Joe Burrow, he gets a little less than half of the receptions, but with Chase there, obviously. But he's still such a viable option. And Chase is obviously going to get guarded a bit heavier by each team. So then I got Jalen Waddle, which we already talked about. Waddle, same situation. He's going to get targeted about half as much as he did before, but he's still such a good choice for
Miami.
Tawa.
Tua Tagovailoa.
Tua Tagovailoa.
Tua Tagovailoa.
Tagovailoa.
You say it fast
Mike
enough.
Williams,
Tua
low-key
Tagovailoa.
sneaky
Zach
good
Ertz, I
in
just
your
picked him up
flex.
because it was a good time for me. I saved my tight end pick for quite a while into it. Then Mike Williams, same deal. I was so focused on my RBs and then my Cincy combo that I wasn't really worried about my flex or anything. So I just picked up Mike Williams when it was time. Then I got the Command. I mean, you just pick up a defense, but I think the Commanders and the Packers defenses. I don't know if I will have to pick anyone else up except for a bye or something. With those two, and then I got Tyler Bass as a kicker. I had him last year. He did really good.
If you don't get a top 3 tight end in fantasy, it's not even worth picking until late round.
Yeah.
They're such a bad position. If you don't get a top 3, the rest of them are about the same.
I don't-
3, but I
Trey,
like mine.
I got Pat last year, and I never switched him out. Well,
Yeah.
I think
Well,
we just
He also averaged like
the
9
gap
points a
between
game.
is too large.
that's consistent for a tight end. That's good.
I mean,
Consistency
Yeah,
is
that's
hopefully
not-
Kelsey gets me consistent 15.
I mean, that's fair. No, that's fair. But it was definitely worth getting
Yeah.
instead of just saving it for I'll just get everyone else. I was glad I picked him when I did. But didn't I get Kyle Pitts towards the end?
Mm-hmm.
That's
trade
what I
for Adam Thielen. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, go ahead, Jim.
I need
No,
to
that was
trade for
beginning
another
of
running
this.
back.
Damn.
All right, here's my team: Cobra Kyler. So
Oh, I forgot my name. I
got
can't say
Kyler
it.
Murray. Yeah, you probably should.
My
say it.
bad.
I got Kyler Murray as my quarterback. Obviously, great scrambling upside. Najee Harris as my RB1. Hopefully, obviously a lot of volume there. Then RB2. I'm not even going to say it. And then I have
you gotta
You gotta
say
say
it.
it.
it's Jamal Williams. Is the backup in Detroit. Then I have Mike Evans, Deontay Johnson, Travis Kelce, and Darren Waller.
That's a good finisher after RB2.
Yeah, and then so also movable into my flex for Darren Waller is Brandon Ayuk, Robert Woods, and Treylon Burks. So kind of my goal right now is to move Darren Waller into and maybe one of my low tier wide receivers into a startable running back.
See, I thought about picking Darren Waller too because the round you got him, I had choice before you. I had 2 picks before I almost
Yeah.
got him. I think I got Kareem Hunt instead, but I think it was worth it.
Yeah,
We'll wait till.
and then I also have Kenneth Walker, as I was talking about earlier.
Chill. You good?
Yeah.
Okay. So at QB, I have Derek Carr, which I took very late. I was late on the QBs, but I like that pick. Derek Carr is going to get he has a lot of targets over there in Las Vegas. I like that pick.
Luke has the much better Jay Williams.
I have Javonte Williams, wide running back 1 in Denver. He gets a lot of work. He does a lot of work. Lots of work. Good work. Then I have
They
Brees
put the
Hall.
ball in his hands a lot.
Yes, they throw. Well, he's a big receiving back though too, as well as
They give
just
him
straight
the
up.
ball,
He
and
still
that's him.
splits a lot. I'm not.
He's
too high,
splitting.
but
He's like
splits a lot.
40% though.
Same with
He
Brees.
needs- he
Hall.
needs
40%.
I mean,
Brees
it's
Hall.
less than both my wide receivers. Well, not both, but 2 of mine.
Then I have Brees Hall, which say what you want.
We talked about him.
We talked about it. Cooper Cup.
Enough said.
Moving on.
Enough said.
Then I have whatever on this one. AJ Brown as my wide receiver too.
It's a good duo.
Yeah. Then I have Dallas Goedert and the tight end. I like Dallas. It's
He
a
is
good pick.
He is good.
Then I have Rashad Bateman in the flex. clear clear wide receiver one, and you and me are on the same team there. That's good for you. What's good for you is good for
I
me.
didn't even think about that. Lamar doesn't have anyone to throw.
Baltimore, wide receiver
Mark
one,
Andrews.
Rashad Bateman.
Mark Andrews.
Mark him.
I don't know about Rashad. He's not wide receiver one quality.
He's gonna have to prove
Not
himself
caliber.
first.
Mark
I mean, like,
Andrews is the best target.
Technically, he is the wide receiver one on the
I know he is, but he's not that caliber.
Yeah.
He's wide receiver one.
He's gonna have to prove.
I'm not saying target one. He's wide receiver one though.
For me,
so
I'm low on Dallas
Yeah,
just because he has a rushing quarterback. And I think just rushing quarterbacks don't drop off the tight ends very often.
I guess
need
pretty
a
even.
tight end.
Way easier.
So not a bad tight end. I like Rashad Bateman. I like him a lot. He's got a lot of potential.
Do you know how old he is,
Who?
Bateman?
Not a clue.
He's young. He's young.
He's real young.
Try to
He's a
figure it
rookie.
out. I was gonna. Oh,
I think he was a rookie last year. Yeah.
A rookie last year or
If
whatever.
he proves himself in like the first 2 games, or
22
maybe
years
like this
old.
preseason,
If he pulls up,
I mean, he's gonna.
I mean,
yeah.
he played last year and he was very mid.
look at
Yeah.
Burrow's first season.
He got hurt.
I know.
whatever. Defense, Saints, whatever. It's a defense. And
You got to
then-
think about the defenses, man. Strategic. I looked at every lineup game until the chip or playoffs for the Chiefs or for the Commanders and the.
I picked the
Packers.
Saints. I don't know. It should be good. I'm okay with that. It's whatever. And then Brian McManus, Denver, kicking.
Could be a decent offense there.
Yeah, I like it. I think it's going to be high quality. It's got me ranked at 9, finished 9th, and I'm like, I don't think so, but
Yeah,
whatever.
man, mine's got me ranked in last.
I don't know what I'm.
I think
ranked
mine's
at.
5th.
Well, there's a reason for that, but whatever.
Yeah,
Nice.
thanks.
So, Luke, do you just want to start off then? Best, worst of your rankings?
Best
Saw
to
my two-
worst.
saw my 2 running
Best
backs
and
on the
worst.
Just
roster.
do
Just
best
do
and
best and worst, not ranking.
We got like
everyone.
5 minutes.
Oh, we have 5 minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just
I'd probably say, I'm going to stand by, I'm going to say Devin 1. And I'm not looking very highly on your team, Jacob. I'm sorry.
I'll go next because I'm similar. I think Jacobs is the worst. I struggle, bro. Your running backs,
It's hard.
I guess-
it's hard to have faith in yours.
quarterbacks, not good. Yeah, it's just hard. I don't know. We'll see. The best.
I don't even know where Jacob is. There he is.
I don't like Luke's running backs. I think it's a weak running back. He's got a strong receiver room, but weak running backs. Who are your running backs again, sir?
he's got Joe Mixon.
Cook and Mixon.
I'm not big with Cook. Betray you.
You're not cooking with Cook,
No, I'm not that. big
dude.
on
He's got an
Cookie.
insane offense this year.
How do you not know your own team, bro?
because I'm in like 5 different leagues.
Oh,
Derrick Henry and Eric
They're
Jones.
mixing together.
I don't like Derrick Henry.
I don't
He's-
like Brandon Cooks, man.
He's too injured.
Who has the? Trying to think. Oh, what wide receiver do am I thinking? Who's your wide receivers?
I have Higgins, Waddle, and Williams. Williams.
All right, I'll go with Zer. I think Zer. Yeah, that's fine.
Devin's like,
He
who's the
doesn't know.
second best? Realistically, who's the second best here?
Yeah.
I can't pick myself.
Yeah. I don't know, honestly. Yeah, I'll go Zer.
I'm gonna have to look at Devin's real quick.
So I'll go last is Jacob. Then out of, I don't know, I feel like everyone's even.
There's mine if you
Yeah, I
want to look at
know.
What's your
But
name,
neither of
Devin?
these two
it.
teams, I
Here,
feel like
you
that
just look at
good.
Mine.
Oh, okay.
I have it up on my phone.
Okay.
Then I would say Devins is the best, just because Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah, Jonathan Taylor.
So
and-
goated.
Yeah, Jonathan Taylor and Lamar Jackson. That's so good. What is yours, Trey? You got Trey Lance.
He's going to be a dog.
Sure. Henry. Yeah, just because Derrick Henry he doesn't drink milk, dude.
I mean, he only
He
got
doesn't.
He has
He's-
so many injuries.
He's
Too many
built like
years
an
in the
ox.
league.
He's built like an ox, but has
He's only
the
got
bone
injured once.
construction of a
He's got
bird.
chest injuries.
Yeah.
He's torn ACL. He has an ankle injury.
They just run the ball
I don't
too much
trust
with
it.
them.
I don't
Yeah,
trust
They
it.
have
They
to
just run the
almost.
ball.
He's glass.
Anyways,
You want
they
to
don't
talk
even
about
have
a
a
player
backup.
that's glass?
so I'll
Derrick
go-
Henry's
I'll
always
go-
glass.
He's not glass.
Yeah,
they
he's
just
not
run the
glass.
ball 800 times a year. I hope he gets
If you ran
injured.
the ball that
He's
much,
just-
you'd
I
probably
understand the
die.
volume he gets. I'm just saying.
Bro, have you seen the big rocks out west? Those little tiny sand granules slam it every second, every
And then
day,
he
and
just
they get
breaks
worn
down.
That's
He's
just
a
how-
worn down rock.
That is Derrick Henry. He's a big old mesa. Is what he is. He's just
All right.
getting worn
All
down.
right, Trey.
Yeah, I
you
did
already
not.
said.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Zer.
so I'm probably gonna. Who's your QB?
Derek Carr.
Devin.
All QBs.
Sorry.
So is Sherm the true underdog Did everyone pick him?
Sherm's a
besides
true
himself?
underdog, but I still have faith. Wow, I don't
Hey,
know.
you got a lot to prove,
yeah,
man.
the team. Jake, I'm sorry. The team overall
He's
is
got
not the
some
best.
proof.
That RB2 is horrid.
Yeah.
Horrid,
That's not
horrid.
When did you draft him? What round was that?
I think 12 or
Like,
11.
who's your quarterback?
Yeah, I wanted
too?
to ask. I can't remember.
What?
Who's your quarterback too? Or your quarterback? Just
Kyler Murray.
Yeah. So that's not
All
bad.
right, good to you, Jacob, because we don't got that much time.
I'm going to say Devin has the best team. Yes. And then I'm going to say
himself.
Luke. I'm going to say Luke has the worst team.
All right. I'm not, dude. Your running backs are lacking.
not.
In my
It's
point,
not.
and in my opinion, I just don't like Brees Hall on that offense,
just-
and I don't like how Javante splits
But
that much.
I didn't think it happened.
It's
in
not even that
fantasy.
big of a split. but
Stay
whatever.
tuned and watch the future episodes. We won't
There's a
talk
lot
about
of
this too
weeks to
much.
this.
We'll probably
Yeah.
do it like once every 4 episodes.
It's like a 5-minute update.
We'll make sure we probably have something in the title or description so you guys can find
Hang
out.
on.
Check back in the future because he's not even started yet. There's still a few weeks before the season starts. Check back in
Real quick
for the
before we
updates.
cut, can I say something?
Yeah, real quick.
So we talked about Evan L's bad decision. His team name is This Season Will Hurts. All right.
That's it. That's all we got for you. Follow the Instagram, speaking_sporadically, or TikTok is speaking sporadically. We're posting a lot more content on
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Lots of content.
Check it out.
We love you guys listening or watching, whatever you're doing. And we'll see you guys next week.
Peace.
Yep. See ya.